Welcome. I'm Bolingot, a fourth year undergrad student majoring in BS Computer Engineering. I found a recent study entitled Electrical Impedance Tomography Based Sensing Skin for Quantitative Imaging of Damage in Concrete, conducted by Halaji and Purgas from North Carolina State University and Seponen from University of Eastern Finland. It presents a significant development in structural sensing, but before anything else, structural sensing is essentially a way of knowing the health of a solid structure. For instance, a pillar can be examined whether it is still durable or not. Cracks due to external damage or natural corrosion in any part of a solid structure may affect the overall structural integrity. Electrical impedance tomography, or EIT, on the other hand, is a recently developed medical imaging technique used in examining internal organs by collecting internal impedance through rings of ECG-type electrodes attached externally. Using the same principle allowed the researchers to detect the cracks in a solid structure by scanning the conductivity of a structure throughout its entirety. In this second slide, I'm sharing with you three setups of the research on EIT-based structural sensing, which includes testing the tomography on simulated regular shape cracks, simulated irregular shape cracks, and real random cracks. The results clearly demonstrate the accuracy of EIT as a way of determining the strength or fragility of a solid structure on the basis of the quantity and degree of the cracks within a structure. This procedure involves utilizing electrically conductive copper paste, which is applied onto the surface of the concrete. Cracking would result in the rupture of the sensing skin, which is then detected as a localized decrease in the electrical conductivity. In this third slide, I'm going to talk about some previous developments in the field of structural sensing. In 2011, Laflamme and Connor from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and Kolosh and Kofod from the University of Potsdam developed a sensing skin fabric capable of detecting damage localization on large civil structures. In their paper entitled Soft Capacitive Sensor for Structural Health Monitoring of Large-Scale Systems. As mentioned, the sensing skin is composed of a capacitive sensor built with a soft, stretchable dielectric polymer with attached stretchable metal film electrodes. A change in strain causes a measurable change in the capacitance of the sensor, which can be directly monitored when the sensor is fixed to a structure. However, the sensing skin is basically limited upon the location in a structure on which the patch is attached. In 2012, McGahan and Safi from the Strathclyde University in Glasgow developed a low-cost smart paint that uses nanotubes to detect microscopic faults in civil structures. The paint uses fly ash, a recycled waste product produced in the combustion of coal, which is mixed with carbon nanotubes capable of carrying an electrical current. When the carbon nanotubes bend, their conductivity change. The result is a conductivity map that shows exactly where a crack appears in the structure. However, this sensing skin is very much prone to the mechanical conditions affecting the structure, which can drastically affect the results of the measurements. What EIT-based sensing brings are reliability on structural sensing in terms of both quantitative and qualitative measurements of damages, and the high precision in determining the locations of the cracks due to the impressive algorithm made, in which case it further allows inspectors for damages to be simulated in a back-and-forth fashion due to the substantial and accurate data acquired through the algorithm and measurement procedures. However, as impedance is measured, this setup is still highly prone to the extraneous variables, especially when deployed in the immediate outside environment, which could certainly affect the reading of impedances. Furthermore, this new development opens up a whole new range of solutions for Filipinos prone to disastrous circumstances, especially in this case due to weak civil structures. For one, this technology could be used in the constant monitoring of the structural health of dams, which could reach their stress limit during heavy rainfall seasons, during which oversupply may cause some damage. Additionally, this technology could be potentially employed in the regular assessment of major transport bridges. In disaster situations, especially in remote areas, disaster prevention may never really be achieved, but the relief distribution must be quickly accomplished. The destruction of bridges would be a major hindrance in such operations. As such, transport bridges must be kept healthy at all times. Lastly, crowded establishments and high-rise buildings must be inspected and monitored at all times to meet the proper standards and structural integrity against earthquakes or storm surge, in order to minimize the risk of disasters due to poor build quality. Finally, in this slide, I want to mention a relevant patent filed by Brian Rice with the University of Dayton, published last January 21, 2014. The patent indicates a sensing system for monitoring the structural health of composite structures using essentially the same principle. conductive ink containing carbon nanofibers and polymeric resin is applied to the structure, which then detects damage by measuring the changes in the resistance within the structure. So there you have it, a new way of determining the health of a structure and perhaps calculating your safety within such civil structures.